everybody, welcome back to Rowley's detailing vlog. In today's video, we're going to be working on this Tesla Model 3. Looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm just letting the iron remover dwell on the wheels for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to quickly tell you why I've got the car on this wood. So my low profile jack, I don't know what's wrong with it, just doesn't want to be working today. So this is too big to go underneath the car. We've got this, I don't know if you can see this little hockey puck thing here. This is pretty essential when we're jacking up Teslas. The battery's underneath and it's very delicate. We don't want to be damaging anything, we don't want to be bending anything. So this little hockey puck here has got like a bit coming out that sticks into the chassis of the car, and just allows us to lift the car safely. So with that, as well as this, didn't all fit underneath the car, so we got to jack it up on here. A little bit more time as we've got to do it for each corner, but we've only got this wheel left, then we're going to get on with the bodywork. Alright, so I'm just going to dry the car now. The car's been cleaned, it's been decontaminated. It's now inside. We're drying the car, removing any standing water from everywhere, the paintwork, the glass. We're going to move on to the wheels in a second using a blower. And that blower is also going to be used to get rid of any water from the cracks and crevices of every panel, the door handles, the lights, etc. Basically, you don't want to be having any water anywhere on the car. You want it to be as super dry as possible. And this just makes things a lot easier when we come to using a machine on the car, because the vibrations from the machine will it'll vibrate the panels, and then you end up getting water just sort of spilling out of all the cracks. It's just not nice, really. So we'll get it dry, get the blower on it, and that should be good to go for day one, as it's 9 PM, and then we'll start on with day two and hopefully get the majority of the cussing done. Don't know why I just did that. Alright, so I've come over to the phone to show you these defects. The camera's not really showing them particularly well, so if there's a change in quality or the way that it looks, then that's probably why. On this mirror here you can see the defects just towards the bottom. There we go, you can see them better there. There's become down, you can see all those straight lines, and there's some big ones there. You can see the movement at the top there as well. Nothing overly major, nothing concerning. For a new car though, you probably wouldn't expect this amount of defects. So we come over to the handle, as you can see, straight away, circular defects. And that sort of just is sort of a uniform throughout every Model 3 that I've done. It's just really bizarre. We've got some defects up here. You can see them already. These are just, this is the charging port, and it's just swirled. This one isn't as bad. That's the other one. Defects, just random ticks around the badge there. Actually on the badge as well. And this is where you get your straight line defects, just around the bottom of the boot, because when you close the boot, your fingers are on here, and with the dirt being on here, you're basically rubbing the dirt with your fingers into the paint. So let's see if we can find any. Yeah, there we go. All the straight lines there are all from closing the boot. Rubbing the dirt into the soft clear coat unintentionally of course, but you could just see that the further we move up, so that here are the defects here, the further you move the light up, they disappear because you don't close the boot that high up. Gonna come around to this door handle. What's the betting that we get some scratches in here? There we go, there they are. Actually quite bad over this side. So overall, we're going to review it and just say that it's not bad, it's not horrendous. I've seen worse. There we go, there's the driver's handle. That is pretty bad. It's going to take a little bit of time, and after a couple of correction stages, it should look a lot better. Believe it or not, the gloss is going to be increased, and then get around to coating it, which should hopefully be in a couple of days. So I'm going to put some tunes on and get cracking on with the first stage of the correction. I think my brushes have gone. Let's open it up, have a look. Done, yes. Alrighty, so very good progress today. This is literally the second day, and this is the only day I've got free as an entire day this week. Other days I'm doing other stuff. So I had to do the bulk of it today. All this left hand side was done. So the doors, the wings, this pillar thingy-majiggy bob up here. The bonnet was done, the front bumper's done, and this wing here is also done. Literally was just on the driver's door here. I managed to get the rubbish bits done because there's so many scratches around the handles, as I showed you earlier on. But I could probably do some 5-inch work on this door real quick. I've got like another 20 minutes until I really need to start thinking about loudness. So I might crack on with this door, do the 5-inch bit here. It shouldn't take too long. But then I'm gonna have to carry on tomorrow. So back in just after midday tomorrow, just to cut this door, the wing, this pillar up here, and then the rear of the car as well. So actually more than 50% today, which is better than what I was expecting. Hopefully the cutting will be done tomorrow. Then if I've got time, I'll start refining tomorrow and then complete the rest of the refining on day 4. Then we'll see where we go from there, whether we start coatings on day 4 or we start them start of day 5. But then after that, it's just tidying up the car. Okay guys, just a little side note. I just wanted to quickly let you know there are some affiliate links in the description down below to some of the accessories that you can see throughout the video. So this Tesla in particular has some cushion headrests for the very quick acceleration that the car has. And it also has a boot mat, which is very good quality. It fits very snug. So I just thought I'd let you know that there are some affiliate links in the description down below if you own a Model 3 or any Tesla and would like to see some of the accessories.
Have you been classed as innocent since that day? Well, it depends how you define innocence, because I think, it's not a search for justice or truth and justice. I believe that...
So now I'm on to correcting the charge port and the light clusters. As you can see, very swirly, these are super soft. Any sort of contact will just basically scratch these if it's not done properly. So, need to correct these. But the problem that I've found with these charge ports is that they like to open when you press them. Obviously when you've got your charger, if you sort of, and it opens, right? So obviously that becomes a bit annoying when you want to put a machine on here and you just press it and it just opens and you can't really do anything. A nice little tip that I've figured out myself, because I feel like I'm super clever and I want to show you guys, is first of all, close the charge port. Don't do it by hand. Make sure you do it through the screen in the car. It's too delicate. There's too many electronics to be messing around with just to try and slam it shut. Do it using the screen. Shut all the doors and then lock the car. And now the car's locked, you can't access the charge port. Now I'm pressing down on that and it's not coming up. So then you can correct it, and once you're done, obviously unlock the car again or do whatever you like. But just quite a nice little tip to be able to comfortably correct this charge port that likes to open when you stare at it for too long. Alright, end of day 3 on the Model 3, and we are about 50% of the way through refining. There's a little fly on my... Go away, get off. Yeah, about halfway through refining at the moment. I have done the whole of this left-hand side, and it looks pucker. I've done the bonnet as well. I haven't got onto the front bumper yet. It's currently 20 to 10 in the evening, so I don't want to be making any more noise. However, tomorrow I shall be jumping straight back on the car, finishing the refining, hopefully get done for a decent-ish time, that was easy to say. And then from there I can go and coat the car. So I'm just going to show you the paint work real quick and see what finish we've got. Alright, so this is the left passenger side door, as you can see. Very nice indeed. This has been cut and refined. We've reached about 95% defect removal, which is great, really. It's what we tend to look for in a brand new car. But it just looks great. Very glossy, very shiny. We're ready for that to be locked in with coatings tomorrow. I'm very excited to get this outside and see what it looks like out in the natural light. So let's just say this panel hasn't been cut. So first of all, what I need to do is when I come onto a new panel is I go around the edges of the panel first. So all along here, all down there, yeah, you get it. So you need to cut around the edges separately and not just do it as one whole big thing, because you really want to make sure you get a level of correction all the way round each of the gaps or sort of edges of the panel. To guarantee that I cut this is I need to overhang slightly. So by doing that, I actually lean onto this panel here, which is not good, because if I've already cut this and I've removed a bit of the clear coat, all that's going to do is just going to remove some more of the clear coat. Even though I've already done it this side, it's just removing unnecessary clear coat, which as a detailer you don't ever want to be doing. So if you open the door and try again, I can safely overhang and not worry about cutting anything I don't want to, and therefore you can get a really nice tight cut all the way along the edge. Okie doke. See them scratches? I may have just accidentally put them in myself, which is very annoying. I was just working on this area, had a quick look down and saw a few scratches from, I think they're probably from my, yeah, they look straight lines, so they're not from the machine. What they're from is probably from buffing off the polish. And I've done it in a straight line, obviously, and something's been caught in the cloth, which is not good, not great, not good apparently. But I have to get them removed. There's some more up here, so I swapped out the cloth and we're okay. But yeah, just a bit annoying, but just something I'd show you if we're gonna. It's not all rainbows and sunshine. I wasn't actually going to show you, but I might as well. Pause the music. I've already tried a yellow Rupes pad with Sonak's Perfect Finish, which is a very mild, it's not very mild, but it's a polish, so it's not going to be very aggressive to get rid of the scratches. But I thought on a yellow pad it's a bit more, it got slightly more cut than a white pad, so didn't work. I'm just going to opt for the microfiber Maguire's and Manzana 400. Shouldn't need too much, I literally just put like a dot. I'm just going to do this section here. I should probably tape it, yeah, it's actually BRB. Where's my tape? Taped up, ready to go. Hopefully, shouldn't take too much effort because I want to get coated, I'm excited. Alright, let's see. Can't see anything yet. We got him. We got him, baby. Just one more. It's the longer one that originally I spotted. So. Yeah. So there's still some little ticks in there. I'm just going to try and refine them out and just see if it's from, you know, self-induced marks from cutting, which is normal anyway. If not, let's try and cut it again. But just want to make sure the panel doesn't get hot, but we're like pretty much like normal temperature at the minute. Don't want to overwork the area, don't want to get it too hot. Risk damaging it. Swap out the pads, swap out polishes, get a new cloth, and we shall try. Oh, we need to IPA. Remove those polishing oils, compound oils. Just IPA the area, get rid of any of those compound oils that might be getting in the way of our polishing stage in a sec, stopping it from being as effective. So, blobs of polish. Good to go, round two. Polishing done. Load all the powder off from the refining and pull the tape off. Throw that in the bin. I missed, but I'm going to tell you that I got it in. Just going to buff off, polish. IPA. Spot on. Nice. Let me show you. All gone. No more to be seen. Okay, 10 to 9 on day 4. The car has now been corrected. It now needs coating. I'm probably going to be here till way gone midnight, but it's all worth it because this car's going to look amazing when it leaves. Now I need to sweep up, mop up, and wipe down all the surfaces ready for coatings. Not only do I like to work in a clean environment, it helps me mentally. You know, obviously doing quite a detailed job, and it needs to be clean all the time. So that's why we need to keep the area clean quite often. So usually do 2 or 3 sweep and mop sessions during the process, just to make sure that everywhere's clean and tidy. So I'm gonna spend the next 20 minutes sweeping and mopping the unit, wipe down all the surfaces, and then we can start prepping to coat this bad boy. Girl, it is a girl. It's a girl car. Alrighty, the first layer of the ceramic coating is now on, and I'm just letting that sit for a moment whilst I just talk to you about ceramic coatings and why they are needed after paint correction. So we're using G-Technic Crystal Ceramic Light and XOV4. They work together to create this super strong hydrophobic coating that lasts between 3 to 5 years. Coating protects from all the elements that are outside, so your iron, your road tar, your traffic film, which is actually corrosive, your bird bomb etchings, so they will sort of sit on the paint and then they will etch through. They're acidic and they're not nice for car paint, so that protects against that, stops the paint from staining, and the coating sort of takes the hit. It makes washing super easy as well, so the water and dirt doesn't want to stick. It's really smooth. I'm not going to touch it, I don't want to risk scratching it, but when I'm leveling off the coating with the cloth, it's so slick. And then when I apply the second coating on in a little while, I can feel it. It's so slick. Nothing wants to stick to it. So dirt obviously won't want to stick to it. Water with a jet wash will just remove it with very little effort. So the reason why I've got the unit in the first place is that, one, correction work can't be done outside. It's near impossible. Basically is impossible. You can't, there's no way you can achieve the finish that you can achieve outside with one light source that's sort of like really harsh. You want loads of different light sources at different angles. You want to manipulate the light, and you can't do that outside. So by being inside, you get rid of that harsh light, and you can create your own light to manipulate. And you know, I can turn the lights off and have one handheld light, or I can have all of these on in one go, which I like to do when I'm in here like 90% of the time. Also, if it rains, it's impossible to do it. If it's too hot, it's impossible to work with the products on the paint. So you basically, being inside, you can control every element of correction. So with ceramic coatings, they have a cure time, which means that you have to keep the car indoors for a certain amount of time. The instructions on the box for Crystal Ceramic Light is to keep it indoors for 12 hours after application. By having it outdoors, you can't control the curing process. So if it rains, the durability is affected, the way that the coating works is affected. If it's too hot outside and you're applying the coating, it might not bond properly. You might have all sorts of buffing and leveling issues. So again, being inside, you sort of control every element of the coating process as well. Another thing is, I tend to work with 3 cloths at a time. So I've got 3 cloths. One is the leveler. The second one is to sort of remove the excess that's left behind. And then this is just like a certainty. We've cleared everything up. And as well as that, we use a light as well, just to be able to see, because these lights don't hit certain corners and crevices without me having to sort of like tilt my head and sort of get at all weird angles. So this just allows me just to sort of more easily spot if I've not leveled off a coating, because if you don't level off the coating and it dries or it cures on the paint and it's too thick, removing that and removing that sort of blotch is very difficult. Depending on the strength of the coating, you might be looking at having to machine polish it off, possibly even wet sand it off. So yeah, I hope that clears a few things up about the correction and the protection process. And now I'm going to put on the second layer of the coating. So yeah, it's coming along nicely though. Also, quick word of warning, these cloths are no good anymore, so they should go straight in the bin. Don't know if you filmed that, but yeah, they've gone in the bin. Obviously you've took off the coating and you've put it in the cloth. Once that coating dries in the cloth, it dries into basically what it dries into on the car, which is like a very thin layer of glass. And all them shards of coating or glass inside the cloth is no good to use anywhere else. I could probably use it on sort of like wheel arches and stuff, but I've got plenty of cloths from previous coatings and I'll just be like gathering like hills of cloths that are no good for the paint or anywhere anymore besides the sort of dirtier stuff like the wheel arches. So yeah, they're brand new cloths, been used for like an hour and a half and they've gone straight in the bin. So yeah, there's that to think about as well. Okie doke, the car's coated. 2 layers, G-Technic Chrome Light and XOV4. The number plates have also been coated. They're going to go back on tomorrow when I come in, let the paint just cure for a bit, and then I'll, put the number plates on. The time is 25 past midnight. I'm going to stop and do a little bit more tonight. I'm going to try and finish off as much as I can tonight whilst I'm still here, and tomorrow would be an easier day for me. So I've got to just wipe them wheels down because they got a little bit dusty. I've got to put the aero thingy-majiggies on there over there somewhere. I've got to do the door jambs, I've got to do the glass. And there'll probably be some of the bits and bobs that I'll find along the way to do, just to make it look a little bit nicer. But I'm really impressed, and I can't wait for the owner to come and take a look. I need to take a look though, because I kind of want to keep it. I'm gonna own one of these one day. Alrighty, day 4 is done. Well, technically we're in day 5 now, but started here about 3 PM this afternoon, and it's now just about hitting 1:30 in the morning. I've got the glass left to clean, inside and out. I mean, this is just massive. It's like whole roof is glass. I've got the door jambs to clean. I've got the interior to vacuum and wipe down with an antibacterial cleaner because of everything that's going on at the minute. It's best just to be safe. I have also got the number plates put back on, and then just take a bunch of pictures and videos, and I should be good to go. Well, it should be good to go. Pretty chuffed. I'm going to stick it on charge though. There we go, sorted, charged. Well, charging, should be fully charged for tomorrow for collection. Yeah, see you tomorrow, today, later on. Just a little extension to the vlog here. I'm going to show you how we here at Rowley's Detailing top up ceramic coatings. The ceramic coating that was installed on the previous Tesla has had exactly the same as this Tesla had back in probably October now. So I thought it'd be quite fitting to show you how we install a top up on this, which is due every 6 to 12 months depending on all sorts of conditions, but it is beading lovely, so nice. I'm excited to get it inside the shop and see the paint condition.
Okay, so our ceramic top-up consists of a full safe wash, which includes an iron decontamination stage, which removes any iron fallout from the coating, which allows the coating to work effectively. It is then brought inside where it is dried with a microfiber towel and filtered air. It then receives a layer of G-Technic C2V3, which gives up to 12 months durability to the paintwork. It then has the rest of the car cleaned, including the glass, door jambs, and also has the tyres dressed, and the interior is also attended to with a light vacuum and a wipe down.
Alright, so I've done the inspection of the car after it's obviously been dried, and I found a little scratch that runs along the front of the bumper here. It looks like someone has walked past the front of the bumper and just sort of caught it all the way across. So we're going to cut it, we're going to remove it and recoat it, and hopefully we should be good to go. Can you see it? Which is a good start. Okay, that's how we perform our ceramic top-up here at Rowley's Detailing. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Enjoy the after footage, and until next time, peace.